Hi everybody, welcome to Old Guy's Garage. Hey everybody, welcome back to Old Guy's Garage. Hope you all are doing well. So thank all my subscribers out there and everybody that's been watching the videos. Hope they're helping you in your dream out there. So I want to make an update here on the 86 Oldsmobile. 86 is going to the Power Tour this year, so we're taking her down to Memphis and Nashville. So stay tuned for more information on that. We're going to be getting the car ready here in the next month or so. So I'm going to be going through just some tips and tricks and what I would do to prepare my vehicle for the Power Tour. So one of the things we're going to be starting with is changing the transmission pan gasket. So I think it's the one I got is from Lube Locker. So I think it's can definitely help the car out. It's starting to leak a little bit. It's probably been 10 or 12 years since I got the transmission put in this car. The transmission is from out of a Buick Turbo Regal. It is stamped with the BRF from the Buick factory. So it has the higher shifting points and the good guts in it. So I think I drove like 2 or 3 hours in Illinois to go pick it up and buy it. And then I took it to a local shop here in St. Louis to rebuild it for me. Okay everybody, so I mentioned the 86 is going to the Power Tour, so we're going to be getting it up shortly on my my infamous wood blocks. We're going to rotate the tires, we're going to check the brakes, we're going to go over the cooling system. I think my radiator is leaking a little bit, so it's not all the time, so I'm not sure what's going on, but might be time for a radiator. I think I put the radiator in like 12 years ago. 15 years ago, I don't know. So if I do have to change it out, I'm gonna probably go with the cold case radiator. I have a cold case radiator planned out to be put in the 72, and I really like the quality. So as well as I think there's like 1 1/4 inch rows, so to keep things nice and cool. And I did mention that we're going to be working on the transmission pan and the gasket, changing out the transmission fluid. I just want to reach back here real quick. So ended up getting this from Lube Locker. I really like their gaskets. I'm going to give it a shot. So I didn't want to go with cork, and I really didn't want to go with rubber. So this is what we're going to be putting on the 200. Whoops. Pardon me. The 200 R4. So that shows you the gasket. And I'm probably going to be using these more on the 72 as I go through and replacing transmission pan gaskets, oil pan gaskets, etc., etc. So that's a closer look. Excited to get this on here. We're going to get the 86 up. We're going to be working on it the next month, getting it ready for Power Tour. This is one of the things we're going to do, and I'm surely going to do a video on it, so all you out there know how to do it instead of paying a transmission shop to do it. So anyhow, check these guys out. I think they might be worth your time. So it's a good product. I really like how it was shipped in. It arrived really quick. So just gonna put him back here, and I got my club. Gonna be using that. Not gonna be repainting. I know I mentioned earlier in the year I was gonna be repainting the steering wheel. Since I'm gonna be using my club here on the tour. I'm not gonna bother painting the steering wheel until I get back. So it's kind of looking gnarly. I'll hopefully get even a better match than what I was able to get last time I sprayed the steering wheel. And yeah, I'm sure many of you guys might have questions on the dual gate, so feel free to post. I did buy this. Must have been right around the time that B&M was buying Hurst, and they were starting to take these off the market. So it was between those or the lightning rods. I know the lightning rods were perhaps double, if not $200 to $300 more than the dual gate was at the time. But I just wanted to go with the dual gate, being that I'm not a Hurst Olds, but even though I have a similar powertrain,
and rear end gearing. I really like the novelty of the dual gate, much like the early 70 models. And I really like this one because it's made for a 4-speed. You know, it has the overdrive click and notch in it. So it works great. It took a little bit to get used to. You can overshift with this, so be careful if you do happen to get one. But once you fly through it a few times and get used to the indentations and the lockouts and the knockouts, as you're shifting, you get pretty used to it, and you can bang through the gears pretty nicely. So. And yeah, I did put that in with the console. This car originally had buckets, bench seats, so I really wanted to put a shifter in the floor to pair it with the 4-speed. So, you know, and one other thing too, if you guys are going on the power tour, let me know. I'd like to swing on by, say hi, check out your ride, check out your dream, check out your muscle car, classic car. So. Yeah, and one of the obvious things I'm going to do to the car here is change out all the fluids. So, and the fire department. Hey, you know, I can't make an old sky video without the fire department like pulling out with the sirens. So, yeah. I should make a theme song or something, you know, with the sirens going off. Yeah. And believe it or not, I don't know if they still sell these, but these are brake lock pedals. They disable your brake so it's non-functioning. So if somebody were to drive your car, they'd either have to really screw the transmission up to stop, or they'd figure out pretty quick, hey, the brakes don't work. So I might be using this guy too. A little dusty, a little gnarly, but you know, don't often leave town too far, you know, much less spend nights anywhere with the Cuddy. And you know, when I go on a power tour, I just want to be safe. So we're going to be going over those details too. Hey, what you can do to, you know, prevent theft. And just be cautious. And speaking of security features, let me show you. I know this is what my dad did back in the day. Okay, well, I can't turn the camera, but you can see here, back on the back of the 72, completely got rid of the lock here on the back. So you've got to open the trunk from a button inside the locked glove box. So there's no keyhole back on the 76, on the 72 here. So just another security feature that my dad put on the 72, so to keep anybody out. And one other thing that I might consider, I'm going to pop the hood here, check this out. When the going gets tough, you can always add a chain. So, yeah, Pops took things pretty serious. So, might end up doing something like this to the 86. So, so yeah, this pretty much threads down into the hole here, and then after the hood is completely depressed, I have a lock. You can run your hand up through here and put a lock as close to the to that cross member up there as possible. So as far as the 86 goes, I did mention the BRF transmission. One of the things I was trying to do, I wasn't trying to make a clone for Herstol's clone, and I didn't want to make a 442 clone, but I always liked the Doc Old's W machines of the late 60s, mid to late 60s and early 70s. So that's why that's why I put the W31 stickers, you know, on the front fenders, and just kind of create my own W machine, so to speak. So so I've got the VIN9 307 paired with the 200R4 204R hydromatic transmission with the Turbo Regal internals, BRF stamping, BRF codes, and then in the rear I have the 373 gears with posi, the 10.5 inch rear end. I believe it was out of a 442. So I picked that one up in Texas. My brother lives in Texas. Drove down there in a minivan. Kept all the seats down in the back. Threw the rear end back there. And then after having some fun with my brother, visited him down in Dallas, drove back with the rear end, and then rebuilt that and dropped it in the 86. So because I think before then I had like the highway gears, a 214 peg leg. Yeah, it just wasn't good. So anyhow, that's just a little bit of a background on the 86. So just remember, guys, really always appreciate you tuning in. Hope these videos help you out. Your dream, your muscle car, race car, whatever it might be. Just remember to let's keep them running. And we'll see you next time. And hopefully see you at Power Tour. So feel free to say bye. Say hi.